Alright guys, we're here against Estark, and this fight actually goes not too bad at all. Thanks to both types of our party members have some sort of resistance to some of the breath. Generally we'll be okay, and it's just really like fire breath that we have to worry about a little, and we also might need to worry about having to use elfin elixirs, but that's about it. So, I didn't even level up more, to be honest. So, why don't we take a look-see here. We have... I didn't level up really any extra other than maybe like one level along the way. For some people. I did use all the stat seeds, though. All the strength seeds went on to Frostie, so they now have 191 strength, and they're going to be our main attacker. They're going to just be attacking. They really don't have any other reason to do anything else other than just attack. Other than if we need to use an Elfin Elixir or a Yig Leaf, and they're the best choice for it, which they most likely are not going to be. So, there's that at least. Next up is Flambe. I put Flambe in the second because I gave them, I think they gave them the Resilient Siege, right? Yes, I did. You can tell by the difference between them, how Frostie has a lot more strength, while this one has a lot more resilience. I also gave Flambe the Meteorite Bracer for reasons I'll be showing off in a moment, though. But yeah, that's their kind of their differences here. She's still going to be a pretty good attacker, but she'll also be doing the support role a little. Then we have Sloth, who's going to be pure support. I didn't give him any seeds. I didn't end up nearly needing to. He'll be only just using the Sage Stone and maybe using an Elfin Elixir if he can get away with it, or Yig Leaf if needed. But that's it. That's all he's going to be doing. And he's still, again, he's usable, though. And last is Snowy. Snowy's going to be doing a mix of things, but mostly multi-heals her most important part in this. I gave her my the rest of my MP seeds, which was just one, and I think I gave her the rest of my life seeds. Yeah, because she has more health than Sloth. Sloth technically should be in the back, but I'd rather keep her in the back because I'd rather him go down than her. She's a little more important, slightly more important. They're all generally going to be helping, though. And as you can see, her natural agility is pretty good anyway. I gave her the rest of my agility seeds, too. So to make sure that she can at least be outpacing the boss. That's the main thing we need her to do, so that she can multi-heal, but she doesn't need to be first. So that's what we have for our stats. Now, let's go looking over our items. Blizzard Blade does more damage than the Metal King Sword. I was just testing it out, which is why the Metal King Sword's there. So, yeah. Go with the Blizzard Blade. Silver Shield for the protection, for fire. Metal King Helm because there's nothing else special that a helmet does other than defense, so go for the best. And Sacred Armor because it, again, acts like a bit of resistance when it heals at the end of the round. So, and of course some Elfin Elixirs, Yig Leaves, and I chose one of the Rebirth Stones to give to him because I want to keep him in as long as possible. So, there you go. Now for Flambe, Flambe's going to be the War Drum user, which is why we have the Meteorite Bracer on her. Her equipment is the same as last time, it's the best we can give her. And she also has a Staff of Salvation to do spot healing if necessary. Hopefully she shouldn't need to, though. An Elfin Elixir, of course, and some Yig Leaves. Sloth, well, does have a Spike Steel Whip, but mostly going to be Sage Stoning it. He's slow, he's rarely going to be, well, half and half he's going to be outspeeding Estark. It depends the round. His agility is very middling. And of course an Elfin Elixir and some Yig Leaves too. As for Snowy's got their best stuff on already. The Elfin Charm honestly doesn't need to be here, but it's whatever at this point. Staff of Salvation for spot healing, but will be also actively attacking too. Elfin Elixirs and Yig Leaves as usual, and the other Rebirth Stone goes to her. It makes the most sense. I'm kind of glad I didn't have to max people out, even though I'm tempted to do it just to see what their stats are at the end and all, but I already ruined them with a bunch of stat seeds anyway, so no reason to do that. So anyway, that's it for setup. Let's just jump right in. Let's see, do we disturb his sleep? Of course we do. We want to destroy you, but we know it won't actually destroy you. But go ahead and do your stretches. Go, because it's bonus boss time against Estark. Alright, so Frostie's going to do the attack strat, because that's all he needs to do. Flambe, she's going to use the War Drum. preemptively, Sloth is going to use the Sage Stone, and Snowy is going to attack. But just so you know, Cold Breath does about the same amount of damage that she does with her regular attack. I like to just regular attack because it's one, it's similar damage, but two, chance for a crit. You may as well go for it. I think it's slightly less average damage than the Cold Breath. Because Cold Breath does about 110-ish damage on average, and that was the high end of Snowy's attack there. Oh, good. You attack, War Drum, keep Sage Stoning, and attack. The reason I didn't give Snowy the War Drum, one, I don't want to have a healer having to multi-focus like that, so I'd rather just have them do this. I don't remember if they Disruptive Wave, so I'm going to have you just self-heal. And let's find out real quick. Okay, they did Disruptive Wave. Not a big deal that I missed it. But anyway, yeah, I'd rather not have the healer do having to worry about needing to drum as well. So that's why I have it set up this way. And also, again, Snowy has a chance to crit. Flambe does not because she has a whip. She still hits harder, though, but she just doesn't have the chance to crit, and I don't like that as much. Yes, double Cold Breath is good. Because you can just go ahead and heal yourself, Sage Stone, and the other two can just attack. Frostie obviously is going to be doing some very good, nice damage here. That's okay. Just go ahead and attack, and Sage Stone attack. I think we can get it with the Sage Stone. Flambe might go down, though, if we're a little unlucky with double Cold Breath, but that's okay. Alright. This time, only Frostie is going to be attacking, because the other two need to heal, and one needs to War Drum. So we're going to go ahead and Salvation. There you go. So yeah, sometimes Sloth is faster, and sometimes he's slower, and it usually seems to work out. Alright, one Fire Breath means we must multi-heal. Almost always. Unless Sloth is slow enough that he gets the Sage Stone in afterwards. So, use your items, and now we need to multi-heal. I like this party, though. It's mostly pretty balanced. Well, especially when you get the right items for everybody. Another Flame Breath. And a Cold Breath. Well, the multi-heal will be useful all the way. We probably could get away with just a Sage Stone, but I don't want to risk it. And we're not using any Absorb Magic strats because of the constant Disruptive Waving, and having to put Absorb Magic up each time is too much. Ooh, nice. Attack, attack, Sage Stone, attack. Because I don't think, yeah, he didn't Disruptive Wave. Every now and then I miss what it is. Also, I think, is Snowy doing more damage? I can't tell. No, it was Snowy who did less. Okay. Alright, we got Disruptive Wave, so you gotta do that. But we can get away with just attacking this time. Very good. Yeah, Flambe does better damage than Snowy. Okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't looking at this wrong. The Frizzle, Alright. We didn't get Disruptive Waved. You can Sage Stone, and you're gonna have to Salvation yourself. Okay, nice. Alright. Sage Stone can cover Kaboom? Should be able to? It's a double Kaboom, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna... Nah, let's not risk it. Bad idea. Kaboom hurts the other three pretty decently. Alright. Double Cold Breath is fine. Because majority of us don't care. Now you can keep attacking. And you're going to Salvation Flambe. There you go. And we have a Sage Stone late here, so even if he doesn't AoE, yep, that's okay. Everyone else is just generally fine. Go ahead and drum. Keep the Sage Stone going, and I'm going to go ahead and just spot heal Flambe just because we want to keep her up. Yeah, Frostie's going to be carrying most of the damage. Alright, that hurt. You two can attack, Sage Stone, and Salvation Frostie this time. Yeah, don't count out your free item healings, guys, because it can... Ooh! Flambe's gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. But yeah, don't count out the free healing ever. Yeah, we're gonna have to we have to have the 3 people heal up on Flambe there. Because even then, she's not at full, but at least she's surviving. Don't cold again? Okay, we're good. Alright, you two can now attack Sage Stone and Salvation. But yeah, we do have to constantly heal, though. It would be, of course, better if we had someone Omni healing, but, well, we don't have that. Okay, he has the Rebirth Stone, so I think I'm going to play this risky. And just attack with everyone else. Okay. And... okay. And that's fine. He just Disruptive Wave, too, so that's kind of fresh, too. That's nice. Yeah, use what you got. Yeah, you could just attack. So far, no needing the Elfin Elixir. We have 2 more multi-heals in us. Ah, I was hoping he'd hit Flambe, because Flambe doesn't care about fire. But we're still doing very well here. He's honestly being a little... knock on wood, he's being generous with his Flame Breath. Oh yeah, and he just screwed up there, big time. You know what? Sloth, get 1 attack in. Your Crackle is actually decent. And there we go. That's okay. That's why I'm glad I didn't have him attack. He's too slow. And now we need to multi-heal. Yeah, that's okay. That did decent damage. I just wanted to let him get an attack in. So you Drum, Sage Stone, and multi-heal. We probably could get away with just the Sage Stone, but again, we're being careful. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna multi-heal again. It's the last one that you could do. We didn't get Disruptive Wave, right? I can't remember. My mind sometimes races as I'm commentating here. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, multi-heal just to get more health on Frostie. Alright, Flambe's gonna be in a little bit of pain. Still don't think we got Disruptive, right? By all means, if you're yelling at me from the comments, that's fine. Ah, you missed! Alright, now it's a multi-heal time. If he attacked, Frostie might have went down. One thing we're lacking on is a little bit of physical defense. We have decent physical defense. We just don't have great physical defense. Still no Disruptive Wave. Go ahead and multi... Oh, I forgot. Yep, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we're gonna have to play it risky now. Okay. And that's not too bad. We got lucky. Still good. I'm just getting myself ready to do so if I need to. Flambe should survive. But yeah, if he double attacked anybody in a single round, very likely they'd go down. Frostie might be the exception, because he has the best defense. I think we got Disruptive Waved. Yes, I was right! Seriously, my memory's going sometimes because I'm focusing so much on our HP. Yeah, okay, so Frostie could survive the double physical attack. You can attack, Sage Stone, and attack. Nice! And that's it. Now, my test run, I was able to do this in 30 turns, so why don't we take a quick look. How many turns was this? 29! Oh, hey! Probably because we played it a little risky and used up the Rebirth Stone. I didn't have to use up any Rebirth Stones or Yig Leaves last time I tested this. But, awesome! That's it for this group, that's for sure. So, thoughts on this? Well, the party was actually pretty well balanced. I'm not sure if we got lucky with some of the bosses. Like, Logic probably could have been worse with the Burning Breath. Oh, I got hiccups now, of course. Right at the end, at least. But anyway, Logic might have been worse if he did Burning Breath more, but for the most part, we had managed to get through. Nimzo was pretty good because everyone got a good chance to be useful. Everyone in this party is actually usable till the end. Now, Powie Yowie is definitely outclassed, but you know, like, for a beginner recruit, he's excellent. He did very well. He's very durable, and he had decent attack until I got rid of the Gringham Whip, and even with the Gringham Whip, he'd only be doing a little bit more, you know? Like, let's see by how much more. Yeah, 40 more, it's not enough. So, like, but he still has good Crackle, which is, as we saw, situationally still useful. It at least does some decent, okay damage on the last two bosses here, at least in the second phase of Nimzo, and okay damage here on Estark. But he definitely plays the role of a slow Sagestone user very well, similar to the Hades Helm. He's also got very great resistances, and his equipment choices are solid. They could be better, but they're solid. So honestly, I would say, like, you know, he's one of those people that if you wanted to bring on a regular run with you, he's okay. He's suitable. You know? I mean, there's better, but he's good. Now, Flambe and Frostie, that's the thing. Frostie is a really good attacker, and that's about it. I mean, they have some ice spells and some ice... They only have Crackle. That's the highest spell damage that they can do. They have some snooze spells, which are okay. Whack, and that's it. They don't get thwack. It's there. I'm not a big fan of death spells, though. That's my personal preference. And eventually, if I let him level up one more time, he'd also get Freezing Blizzard, just like Sloth here has. But that's it, though. He's just a pure attacker, so he's a solid attacker. Like, if you get him, and you can use him, but he's definitely not one to gun for, I would say. There's better options, though. Like, Samagina, I feel like, is a better option than a Blizzybody, because Samagina at least has Frizzle and has the same equipment choices, if I remember right. And I think also better resistances, like completely immune to death and paralyze. So, that's my opinion. But, you know, Blizzybodies are still good. Now, as for Flambe, they have a lesser equipment sort, but they still are decent attackers. Like, they're a good whip user for attacking. And I find Inferno to be a little more useful than Freezing Blizzard. I feel like, I don't know, because it's basically like a free Dragon Staff in a way. And Burning Breath came in useful for a couple times in wild battles, so I would say that, you know, a Flamethrower kind of ranks similar to Blizzybody. Hey, if you recruit them, you can take them all the way. There's better, but they're good. They're still good, you know? If I was tier ranking them now, they'd probably be in the mid-tier type of thing. Eventually, though, that tier list will be coming after I go through everybody at least once. And the list may change as I test out different methods with everybody and all, but still, solid person. Now, as for Snowy, Snowy's a little hard to actually recruit. You get them late, but if you build them up, they are solid. I mean, you saw they have pretty good damage. Not having a shield is actually not as big of a detriment as I thought. They get pretty good natural resilience. Their MP is the only place where they suffer, honestly. So, like, if they're your only multi-healer, that kind of will, well, suck. But, you know, they're still usable, and if you don't mind using Elfin Elixirs, they're not bad. They could be an okay attacker. They're slightly better than Sloth, at least. And Cold Breath still remains useful, so even if you don't want to use her as a attacker, Cold Breath still does very well, and she gets it before maxing out her level, too, so it's not too bad. You still have to grind a little bit for it, though, because I definitely did have to grind for it a little before Nimzo. So it all depends your taste, but again, I'd say everyone here is usable, but no one here is like, oh my god, the best. They just make a good team. That's about it, and I'm kind of glad how I made them. I was honestly worried that not having anyone completely immune to resilience to paralyze was going to be an issue, but either I got lucky or their semi-resistance to it helped, because every single one of them has at least a tiny bit. Well, that does it for Monster Party 10. 10? Is this 10? Yeah, this is 10. I am trying to make sure I'm keeping track here. I'm not sure what I'll be doing for the next Monster Party, because I never am, but we'll see how it goes, though, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.